Hey everybody. So I got this message on my video on YouTube. So this person said, "Are you from Grenada?" And I answered, "My parents and their parents and their parents, so I guess." So they write back and say, "So the answer is no." This video was sent to me by an American friend, and they went on to say that I took what the person said to me out of context and turned it into something negative. I'm paraphrasing, but that was the gist of what they were saying. And then I said, "Guess what? And you're not going to like this at all. I have more to say." And then they wrote back and said, "Well, you go ahead and talk, Miss Green Life. I hope all that negativity that you're spewing doesn't come back to you." All right, let's talk about it. So I love this because I think maybe he thought he was cooking because somebody else also liked his post and he think he's cooking because he's like, "Are you from Grenada?" Now, the funny part is when I post my stuff, I know that a lot of people are saying the same thing, because when you come from another country and you come to the Caribbean, they always call you like a foreigner. And I know when people see my post, they're like, "Well, she ain't go back in America where they, unaliving people every day, and she come down here and she complaining and saying how Grenada ain't safe. Where she ain't go back where she come from." I know that's what a lot of y'all are saying. But guess what? I could be wherever I feel like being from. How's that? My great grandmother said it's all right for me to come and be here. Okay? And her child said it's okay. And then my mom said it's okay. So if my ancestors say it's all right for me to be here, that's where I'm going to be. I'm not going to let nobody frighten me from being here. I said, what you don't understand is, and let me say this to you so you can understand where I'm coming from clearly. Being born in America, you know what that made me? A soldier, especially one that's born in New York, because that's the concrete jungle. I say, what you think they doing? Clapping hand and singing song there? I say, you have to learn how to be a soldier living up in America. The same place that everybody running to go get visa to go up there, I was born there. And when I came down here and say, "Oh, I want to be a citizen," they didn't say no. They said, "Come on, come and get your documents and come be a citizen. And in fact, here's a passport. So when I feel like it, I live here. And when I feel like it, I could go and live in America." And I didn't have to go and do no bandulu. I didn't have to go and marry nobody to do none of them things. I'm a citizen of two places. And no one is ever going to make me feel bad for being born in America. Okay? Obviously, we can't control where we're born. We're going to go wherever our parents have us, right? That's where we're going to be born. Nobody can make me feel bad for being born in America. Because why you leaving where you leaving or living rather to go up to America? Not for opportunity. So thank God, right? That I was born in the land of opportunity and I took advantage of every single one. When I was 17, I was working in the fire department of New York as an intern at 17, not in a station, but at the headquarters. And later on, when I was getting ready to do my master's degree, somebody said, "Yo, we need math teachers. Do you want to get a master's degree for free?" I was like, "Yo, sign me up." So you ain't going to make me feel embarrassed for being born in America, honey, because I made sure to take all the advantages that they have to offer. Okay? Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Because that sounds like a lot of hatred right there. Because you know what I noticed? That black people in particular, they hate black people more than other races. And the thing that they hate the most is an educated and intelligent black woman. Because you know what? We should stay in our place, right? Well, who gonna put me in my place? I told you in one of my other videos, my mom used to talk about how I always making trouble. You think that ever stopped? This is who I am. I'm never going to stop. I said, "What you feel? You going to come to my post to tell me what I could say and what I can't say?" I said, "You feel I frighten the people?" I said, "The worst people to entangle yourself with is people who come from America or come from England." Because I said, you know the kind of stuff we go through living in these places? Huh? I said, Grenada is lightweight. You don't know life until you have to live outside in the jungle. That's a jungle out there. And when you grow up in these kind of places, they make you a soldier. So I ain't frightening you. I ain't frightened of you at all. Listen, I am happy I wasn't born in Grenada because I got exposed to a lot of things. Not only do I have a book education, I have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because you see, on a weekend, whatever you was doing, I was in the Schomburg. I was in the mosque. I was sitting at lectures with John Henrik Clark and Dr. Ben. And when Minister Farrakhan used to come to New York, I used to be sitting right there with them. That's what I used to do. That's where my knowledge comes from. I'm proud of my college education, but I'm even more proud of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I have, right? So that makes me a soldier. And I stand proudly next to all the other soldiers, like Brother Malcolm, who is a Grenadian as well, right? We're not frightened of people. Who you talking to? You coming to my page to tell me what I could talk about and what I can't talk about? I'm going to talk about whatever I feel like talking about. How's that? And the crazy part is you telling me that I'm being negative. Why? Because I am taking a peek under Grenada's skirt, right? Because what, you want me to come here and talk about Grand Anne's Beach all day? No, we're going to talk about the real deal. And I used to talk when I was in America, and I will talk while I'm here. I don't care. Like, that don't frighten me. What you feel? I frighten the people? You don't know nothing about me. So don't come to my page and try to act like you coming and bully me because you're a friend in America. I don't care. You're talking to the wrong person. I don't frighten the people. I'm not frightened of people. I'm not scared of people. I don't know what you think this is. You could never make me feel bad for growing up in America. Never. Never. So if that's what you're trying to say, that I can't talk about certain things because I'm not from here, I could be wherever I feel like being from. How's that? So what you gonna do now? Because you feel like you ate, like you came here and you was telling me something like, but the funny part, you telling me I'm being negative, right? But you're not feeling that the people that's coming here, they bring in, illegal substances. They come in here with GNs. People out here, unaliving people. They here graping people. They here essaying people. They not being negative, but because I'm coming here to say something about it, I'm being negative. You sound like a clown, yo. You sound stupid right now. But again, because the only reason why this system can uphold is if women in particular help to uphold it. So you trying to what? Silence me? That ain't gonna happen. My grandmother said, and my great-grandmother said, and her mother said, it's all right for me to say what I want to say. They proud of me because I got to do things that they couldn't do. I am the child that they dreamt about. I'm doing all the things that they wish they could do, and they couldn't do it. And if speaking up about things is one of those accomplishments, then I feel proud that I am able to stand here and say what I need to say when I want to say it. My blood is Grenadian. I don't have no other culture in my body. So who want to feel like I can't speak up? I feel sorry for you. Because you know what I'm going to tell you? Tune in. Because more is coming.